Pause. Well, this was unexpected. Hello Reapz peeps, I hope you're well, because just overnight we just got a huge announcement from Mob Entertainment on their brand new multiplayer Poppy Playtime game. And there is so much to unravel, especially the fact that this was hinted at in Chapter 5 and may mean that Chapter 6 is being pushed back to a later date. So the smart thing to do may be to show you my trailer reaction and then break down everything that I believe is going to happen when ESCAPE from Playtime finally releases. All right, here we go. Oh, we're small, dude. Are we a smiling critter? Oh, she back. She looks fabulous. Or not, that's fine. Work with friends to survive. Okay, so it is definitely multiplayer. Batteries, levers, bury the cart! Oh my lord. Boogiebot is evil? And there's, yep, Mr. Light. And she's got Barb with her. And Bunso Bunny. Bunso. No. Wait, including your friends? ESCAPE from Playtime. Okay, so it's not got 8/26/26. Wishlist now, coming soon. Dude. There is so much to break down. Now, I have not been able to find any secret messages in this trailer. If you have, let me know. But it's important to mention that this game was originally advertised as 8/26/26, with a big photo of Barry the Cart on the splash page, and yes, we do see him briefly, but more as a tool to get items or perhaps be transported from one area to the other. But the placeholder title was obviously because that was the date of when we got this reveal. However, it's in the same month as the Hour of Joy all the way back in August 8th, 1995, which leads me to my first theory. This game is set around an event that we found out about in Poppy Playtime Chapter 5.
Please, I don't know what you want. I don't know anything about it.
23 are missing. I'm told you possess knowledge of this.
I don't. Remember, the cost for a lie is... After the hour. Just after. It was Gentle John and some of the others. They were afraid of you. They wanted to go.
Where are they hiding? Playcare?
Game station.
Factory.
Sorry to butt in here, but these locations mentioned are some of those that they are advertising on the actual Steam page. Interesting.
I look after you.
All of you. You can tell me.
They're gone. I'm sorry. They went to the outside. They left.
In fact, I even made a claim that this event would be the next game, with no one knowing their whereabouts, which means even when the main factory story ends, Poppy Playtime could be setting up its next chapter in the real world. But you would know that if you subscribed. Please subscribe. What this implies is that we may be playing as those 23 toys that escaped the rule of the prototype. This may be the actual lore of how this huge escape came to be, but keep in mind that a lot of you will point to this news article that was distributed by Prototype's followers that they did capture and punish them. However, we never see it, and who are we to believe that this happened coming from a biased news source? This game may tell us what actually happened. What's also interesting is that in this game, we are playing as the smiling critters, rather than the players seen in Project Playtime. And with the fact that this band of misfits are called the Joyless, it makes complete sense that the experiments that were once smiling are now joyless given the circumstances. Now we know that Mr. Light is back, alongside Bunso Bunny, who can apparently hurt or kill the players, and also Boogiebot, who seemingly is acting as a roaming alarm. I know I can never trust that robot. But it is also implied that friends within the group can act as imposters. Like what? We literally see a mini dog day throw a smiling critter down the stairs, which makes me think, will there always be an imposter in each game? If not, how does one become an imposter? Is it actually an NPC posing as us? Are they working for the prototype? Or are they just doing it because they've lost their mind? So many questions that need to be answered. And with Mr. Light, is it the same Mr. Light that we kill in Chapter 3? The one that murdered all her sisters? Or is it another variant before the most evil Mr. Light got rid of them? Because it would be crazy if we have 7 Mr. Lights trailing us because they are working for the prototype. I mean, we do see Barb, which definitely implies it's her, but her sisters are still up for debate. It's also confirmed in these screenshots that you can get abilities for your squad, with this example being Zoomies, which I'm guessing is increased speed to maneuver around the facility a lot faster and probably escape enemies more easily. So does that mean there may be further abilities like holding more items, jumping higher, setting decoys? I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. Now, seeing as the game takes place right after the Hour of Joy, would that mean we can find places that were hinted at in the many ARGs, such as where Preston is hiding, the scene from the Hour of Joy where all the delights go into a break room? Because if so, imagine how many secrets and answers can finally be discovered that we can't verify in the main franchise chapters. Speaking of the main series, I truly believe that Chapter 6 will be the last chapter in this story. The only questions they have left to answer are who is the player, what happens to all the toys and orphans, and can we escape? And if we want to go out with the biggest and best finale for this series, before they eventually set it in another factory, probably in Tokyo, they need more time to give it the perfect send-off. So is ESCAPE from Playtime here to fill the void? We don't have a release date, just the knowledge that it will be in alpha sometime soon. And if I'm right, I think they may be looking for a release of the game early next year, which is when the former chapters have come out, meaning they have more time to work on Chapter 6. So, are you excited for this? Or do you think it will go the way of Project Playtime, where it's big for a month and then forgotten about until it gets cancelled again? If you want to learn more, feel free to visit the Steam page, as it does go a little bit more in depth about what they're offering. Now, whether that's going to appear in the final game, who knows, but this is what's on the press release. I just like to theorize. Well, for an even more crazy Poppy Playtime story, check out the heartbreaking history of Bron the Dinosaur right here. Thank you so much to the members of the First Death Club who are responsible for my first death. If you would like your name in the video, why not consider getting a membership? Okay, bye.